Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me introduce myself first. My name is Shanas Aulia and I'm from the affirmative group. And also I'm the moderator of this sections. And the topic of this debate sections is, this house believes that all have the right to punish cyberbullying that occurs outside of school. And this is my teams for this debate sections. I'm from the affirmative one. The affirmative group is, my name is Shanas Aulia and my partner is
Joe.
Okay, I think my partner. The affirmative group, you can introduce yourself first.
Hey, my name is Angelia Fatia Kasabila. My ID is 332000149.
My name is Septiani Slamiadika. My ID is 332000061.
Okay, and we have the negative group. The negative group is.
Halo, my name is Bagus Krisnayanto, and SID is 332000055. And next.
My name is Rizky Fadila with the number 332000162.
Okay, and we can start this debate sections for the affirmative group first. Wait, and I'm gonna share my arguments about this topic. Wait. Okay. Why school needs to punish the victim of cyberbullying that happened at school? So it's because we know that children didn't in school for 24/7. They come to their home and do socialize too with their friends in school. This can cause cyberbullying too, and the time is much longer than in school. I know that it's not what teacher or school staff business, but it's not happening in school. But remember that cyberbullying happen in the internet, and the impact of it still can make the bullied child feel unhappiness and feel lonely, even at school. What happens when the bully wants to do cyberbullying outside of school, and then suddenly in the tomorrow they get fight each other in school? Or maybe the bullied child does suicide in school because what the bully said in the internet platform. That can be serious thing the school that the teacher must teaching about how to be kind with their friends. What the students do suicide or something, bad idea or bad accidents outside of school that caused by cyberbullying they got with their friends in school, it can be the teacher problems too, because how a student act and know about internet is 40% happen in school. So I think the school have to do something about this stuff. Okay, that's my argument. And the negative group, you can share your arguments.
Okay. For my argument, I disagree with the topic. Schools should punish only what happens underground. Cyberbullying is a matter only for the management of the platform being used. Social media makes it easy for young people to connect with their peers anytime. Unfortunately, some students use the internet to harass and shame their classmates. We can all agree that cyberbullying is wrong and should never be tolerated. However, it's a matter that should be dealt by parents, not school officials. Educators have the authority to discipline students when they violate school rules on school grounds. But if students act out of campus, it's up to their parents to decide the punishment. The same should go for online activity. If cyberbullying takes place outside of school hours, it should be handled by parents and only brought to the attention of the school administration as necessary, such as if the victim feels unsafe in class. Okay, that's my argument. Next.
Okay, we heard about the negative and affirmative ones. And now after the negative ones, we can move to the affirmative group.
Okay, this is my argument. So I agree with this statement. After all, students are the responsibility of the school. If something happens outside of school that happened to a student who is being bullied on social media, the school has the right to handle the incident by finding a solution for what is happening. All schools should have the resource to help their students deal with this problem. That way, students won't do the unwanted thing that cyberbullying causes.
Okay, and we can move the negative one.
Okay, I can tell you about my statement, and I disagree about the topic. School are only said to educate. School do not convert to punish cyberbullying of students because it has a job for their parents and their authorities. Basically, all the way out the school gets. The school has no right to punish, even if the student does that. It is out of the school responsibility, and bullying as a degrading act of children physically, and has varying degrees of law. If you have done physical torture, its approach includes the realm of legally, but the legal case goes deeper into the realm of ethnic and moral. As bullying comes down when it comes to UU number 39 ayat 99, it seems to be a violation of the right, but not all cases of human rights abuse should be solved legally. Okay, I think this is enough.
Okay, thank you for the negative one, and we have still the argument of the affirmative one.
I'm agree with this statement because even if it's happened outside the school, it still affected the student on their study time. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Enough
Thank
for
you
me.
thank you for all that each group that that shared your arguments. Okay, if one can have some rebuttal, maybe anyone, maybe from the negative one.
I can tell you about statement from Angelia. I want to tell I don't agree with Angel because school just to get and educate. It is not right to interfere with cyberbullying outside of school. School only teach moral and ethnic out of school. His thing with the authorical and legally. Okay,
Okay, thank you. And from the affirmative one, did you have a rebuttal arguments? Okay, actually, I'm as the affirmative group. I have the rebuttal about their argument of the negative theme. It's about risky arguments. First, I know that what happened outside of school is beyond their parents' things. But how about the students that didn't have parents or family? How about the broken home child, maybe? So that's why in school we need a psychology of, right? We need to that because it can control how child act when their parents is not with them. When cyberbullying happens, the impact can happen in school too, because the bullied child can tell the teacher about what happened to them. Okay, that's that. The second, I have the rebuttal too. It's about focus obedience. So what happened when there is accidents in school because cyberbullying? And that's caused by the other students too in the same school. Is it not their jobs to punish the victim? I think school should do something about this stuff. Okay, wait. Or maybe that's all the rebuttal with the rebuttal for this group. That negative teams want to answer the rebuttal or have the other opinions.
No. No, I think it's enough.
It's enough. Okay, it's enough. I think that's all enough for these sections, right? And let me conclude these sections. So the conclusions of these debate sections, that the topic is this house belief that school have the right to punish cyberbullying that occurs outside of school. Okay, the conclusion is the validation of giving punishment to cyberbullying victim is depends on the authority of the cause happens. And the schools need to do something about cyberbullying because it can be happen in school or outside of school. And in school, it's place that educated anything, include psychological of their students, so school can handle the bullying, even cyberbullying. And the teachers should do the conclusions and the right, like teachers should have time with parents of their students so it can minimize them bullying or cyberbullying happens in school or outside of the school. If it's happened outside of school and the victim is the other students too and some school, so school can make punishment and give it the victim to the police too. That can be the process with the law. Okay, this ending of these debate sections right now. Thank you very much for all the age groups that share your arguments about this. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ada nih.